Imagine this. You take a full tube of toothpaste and squeeze every last drop onto a plate. Easy enough. Now try to put it all back into the tube. You can scrape and push, but once that material is out, it is physically impossible. Human speech operates under these same laws of physics. Once a sentence leaves your mouth, it exists in the world. You can apologize later, but the sound waves have already hit their target. We often treat our daily conversations as temporary data exchanges that evaporate the second the interaction ends. The reality is that spoken words are physical actions. Every time you speak, you alter the environment of the person listening to you, creating an emotional state that often outlasts the conversation itself. Years ago, a young professional walked into an important meeting. He was entirely focused on proving he was the most capable person in the room. To do that, he challenged ideas before they were fully formed, talked over his colleagues, and filled every pocket of silence. After the meeting, an older colleague pulled him aside with a simple observation. The smartest people in the room usually aren't the ones speaking the most. They are the ones listening the most. It comes down to verbal inflation. If you flood a room with your voice, the value of each individual word drops. Constant talking dilutes the impact of what you say. Firing words off recklessly doesn't project authority. It triggers a chain reaction of tension, eroding your influence and making people tune out when you actually need them to hear you. That tension isn't just a feeling, it's a biological reality. Because when you speak, you generate physical sound waves that enter another person's ear and trigger immediate physiological changes. This diagram shows a nervous system reacting to sound. Hostile language activates a defensive stress response. Chronic hostility constricts blood vessels and spikes cortisol, weakening immunity. Conversely, encouragement creates a positive feedback loop, lowering tension and biologically lifting both the speaker and listener. Communication is a biological mechanism. With every conversation, we are choosing to either improve or degrade the cellular health of ourselves and those around us. These microbiological reactions don't stay small. Over weeks and months, they compound into the macroscopic environment of our families and workplaces. Consider a father walking through the door after a difficult day. His young daughter runs up to show him a drawing, and without looking at it, he reflexively says, "Can't you see I'm busy?" It is a 5-second interaction. But the next day, the daughter is quieter. A few weeks go by, she stops bringing her drawings. Over the following months, the foundational trust of the relationship fractures. Now, consider the parallel reality. The father kneels down, takes 30 seconds to look at the picture, and says, "Wow, tell me about it." Those 30 seconds of validation put the family on a completely different trajectory. It is the same father and daughter, but the future of their relationship has been rerouted by a single choice. Silence and active listening provide the leverage needed to intercept a negative chain reaction before it has the chance to compound into a broken relationship. We usually think of health in terms of diet and exercise, but our well-being is also shaped by the thousands of sentences we release into our world every day. The most effective way to take control of this environment is to implement a 3-second pause before you respond to anything important. This diagram shows a filtering system for speech. You run your words through 4 gates. Is it true? Kind? Necessary? The right time? Filtering creates a measurable positive shift in your social network. Kind words build trust, forging stronger relationships that form a healthy community.